Hi there, my name is Boyan. I'm the co-founder and CEO at StorPool, and today I'm going to talk about why the legacy SAN or flash arrays architecture is failing us today. Let's imagine a bank as an example. 20 years ago, a bank was like a place you'd go to, and today the bank fits in your pocket. It's basically an online app or a mobile banking app. So the key asset of a bank 20 years ago was the branch network, where you'd bank physically. It was open 5 days a week from 8 to 5 or thereabout, and the IT was secondary and it was supplementary to the business. A bank today is basically an IT company. It's always open. You want to have access to your online banking from everywhere and anywhere. So IT is becoming very demanding, complex for a banking institution. But the same applies for pretty much any company today, even IT companies. So this is kind of like an IT explosion where the demands on IT are growing exponentially. And this is what digital transformation really is about. If we look at the storage component of that transformation, we'll see that most of the solutions that we're using today are still designed in the 60s with the mainframe architecture and then client server architecture. And it's basically an appliance-centric model. In the early 2000s, we kind of had, as a community, as an industry, the first initiatives to do a storage appliance by software, but they were very rudimentary. And later on, we kind of moved to software-defined storage, even though most solutions are not fast enough, scalable enough, or efficient enough to this day. If you look at the old architecture, it basically has two controllers, and then you put more drives in shelves, and kind of this is your appliance. And it doesn't really fit into the data center. It sits in one rack. If the rack of equipment goes down, you have downtime. It requires separate network. It basically is a patch in the data center. It doesn't fit well. And as a result, you have many things that are lagging behind with the traditional appliance-based model. For example, appliances are not fast enough because of the two controllers. They don't scale as a result as much. They need to be switched off for maintenance from the old world of IT of 8 to 5 days a week. They're single-purpose specialized devices which create silos and create complexity. They have lower uptime, and also they impose vendor walk-in. All we know, they require specialized skills and operational management, especially if you have multiple appliances. It's rather tough. So this leads to hard and expensive life cycle and business, basically in total cost of ownership terms. If you look at the ideal solution for the 21st century, it would have so much performance that all your new applications that didn't exist back 10 years back would now be having enough performance. It would scale way above what's possible in a box or in a rack. The system will be uptime all the time, even for service and maintenance. It will do rolling upgrades. It will be versatile. It can do HCI deployments or standalone deployments or mixed deployments. It would be basically a scale-out system with multi-controller. It would have higher availability. It would not impose vendor walk-in. It will be very elegant and operationally efficient. And as a result, it will optimize the entire data center, from cooling and power to staff and electricity bills. So a better total cost of ownership thing. It's basically the hyperscale approach to IT infrastructure, but for companies that are not Google and are not Amazon. An example of an OpenNebula large customer that implemented that stack is Dustin Group. They're running KVM, OpenNebula, and StorPool as a storage backend, and they replaced multiple SAN appliances from multiple vendors and also from multiple hypervisors. They used to have VMware and KVM and Hyper-V, and they migrated to KVM. Especially the VMware story this year, kind of you see a lot of. We have a link to the case study, so you can look at kind of their example here. A few words about StorPool. StorPool is a storage as a service under bring your own hardware terms vendor that we have best-in-class software-defined storage solution, but also a wrapping so you can have the spare time for your team and kind of focus on your core business. We are latest generation, yet we're a proven company with hundreds of deployments, more than 30 countries that run StorPool, and we're a profitable and self-funded vendor, which is very unusual for the storage industry. We're a reliable partner, and we're on a mission to create a better world through faster storage. We have multiple customers. Many of the companies that are running OpenNebula are StorPool customers. Many of the speakers of today's event are StorPool customers. And if you want to learn more about us, you can reach out.